Hey everyone, today I'm working on this center console, and because I didn't think far enough ahead to actually record some intro video, you get my disembodied voice here. Not sure if this is a common problem, but the chrome peeled up here, here, and here for me, and it just kind of snags on everything, so we got to replace it. Here's the part on the diagram, and it is that complicated. Here's another view, which is even more complicated, and yes, you have to touch most of these things. Here's what the part looks like and the part number if you're interested. Tools needed for this job are pretty basic. If you work on cars at all, you probably have the sockets and the torque set you're going to need. The T20 is used, but really the T25 is used a lot for this job. And then some basic trim pry tools. Other than that, you'll want some magnets to help pick up anything you drop. I reused this chunk of footage here from when I took apart the whole dash, so you can skip to this section here if you've already seen it.
And in order to get at all these panels and the screws, I need to be able to roll the seats back and forth. So I'm doing that before I disconnect the battery. Later on, I definitely need to remove the battery so I don't risk deploying an airbag by pulling out various components. T20. Screw right here. That makes you second guess what you're pulling on when it doesn't come. You can see like right in there where it's clamped. There. Sometimes it just doesn't want to come, huh? I'm going to get to that screw down there, and then maybe I can get this panel out. I don't know why it's fighting me on this side. Maybe there's less tolerance. So I'm trying to disconnect this . Okay, just kind of slides in there. So only fasteners you have is these here, and then this right here is holding that. Next steps will be to remove these bolts that are holding this down. And I gotta get these bolts out of here. And is that it? I think that's it for anything holding the center console down. Work. So the way to disconnect this one, if it wasn't obvious, was that little tab where my thumbnail is, clicks in, and then the whole thing slides out. So I did crack mine a little bit. I'm going to try to super glue that back, but just be careful when you pull yours out. I don't know if there was a better way than what I just did. That's free. One I got to get to on the other side, so I'll do that next. That's a T25. Okay, so those top two are the final screws holding it. One more wire here. I think I need to pop this guy out now. Okay. Of course, super stressful, but it just pulls out. So first, pull this thing out. It's just held on by these usual clips right here. Am I understanding that the right way? Okay, finally got that out. Just give you a really good view of how this connector works. It's not the pink part. It is solely this tab here, like that. So just work it out carefully, but it is some complicated proprietary connect. Just be super careful with that. I'm gonna have to remove the seat so that I can figure out how to free up this wire here that goes down below. So in order to do that, you just got to remove the normal seat bolts. I've already removed those two. It's just an 11 millimeter. Okay, what I'm after is not this big wire, because look, it actually connects up to the front of the dash, which I don't care about yet. This little wire here connects to the center console, which is what I'm really trying to free up. And it goes right to there. So if I can get that released, I'll be golden. This is really fighting me though, so I'm going to remove that screw just to see if that gives me the extra room I need with the carpet. Okay. Whatever. I think now is the time when I want to disconnect that battery. Okay. That came off. Okay, now I think the console can come out. Oh, good. No, I definitely don't want to set this on the leather because it's got all these sharp, jagged edges. Now that this is removed, it's a lot easier to work on these pieces up here because there's screws underneath here that you need to get at. This has to come off so that you can lift this plastic piece out. All those things technically can be done while this is in the car, and I'm one who does not like to remove unnecessary things, but I also very much like to work at standing height and not be breaking my back. And really, to get this center console out was just an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3 harnesses, and this ground wire. Many of these side panels had to come off anyway, maybe not the back one. So it's hard to say. Personally, prefer to remove it all the way and work on it at comfortable height, but you can get it done without removing it. I've seen another video where a guy worked his way all the way around and was able to get all these things inside his car. So that's doable, but hopefully you can see clearer while I do this outside of the car, and then at least you know what screws you're trying to dig around and find in the dark. Okay, first thing, I'm gonna remove my wife's blinged out start button. This one looks like one that just wants to break. Nothing would make this panel happier than to break on me. When you go to take this on, there's these little clips here that I didn't know, but it would help if you depress them inward, so like this way. And so as I was brute forcing it off, I was breaking things. That's a bummer. I hate plastic. Why can't they just make a single thing out of metal, and why can't they put screws in it? So now that it's not blocking this panel from coming out of there. Okay, time to flip it over. How do I protect that? But yep, no screws from the top here. Still got to flip it over to get more. All right, now I'm just gonna work along the perimeter here. There's just, I don't know, like 20 or so. I just see a regular panel clip here that I'm sure will break. And on the back, I see more panel clips. So I'm gonna pry and see what I break. It does not want to come. Oh, I think this thing comes off, if I remember right. Yeah. Yeah, making me nervous. Oh, man, I hate plastic. Man, I'm just gritting my teeth. I'm probably gonna chip a tooth. Okay, 3 screws here. That guy's still screwed down. Yeah, so these 2, you don't have to remove. This middle one, you do. There's a little wire clipped in here. Okay, standard wire clip. And there's some yogurt, I guess, or maybe pink drink from Starbucks I need to clean off. Okay, it does include the whole plastic piece. That's cool. These are big size. Is that really part of it? No, that's not. Those are not part of it. I think it's just held in by a clip here. Oh, there's screws on the back side of this. Oh, I have to see if these screws right here are preventing me from lifting this up, because in a sane world, the whole thing would come out together and then I'd unscrew those. But if those screws go through the console somehow, I won't have a way to get to them, especially that one there, which is right underneath this. I think I remember seeing this in a diagram where you have to like separate this whole thing to get at those screws. Like, whereas if I just wanted to replace this component, I could slide it out right now and I could slide this out. But I think it's off the table because I have to take apart more layers of this. I need a better way to support this so I'm not resting on the stick. I don't understand. How are you supposed to get at these? You'd have to come from the other direction. I don't think that's blocking me. I can find out real quick. Oh, actually, I can get to that. Okay, so it'll be pretty clear in a minute, but there's a screw hole there and there, which I can now get to that I took away that duct pipe. Now let's see. Oh, check that out. Okay. No. Okay, good. Either I broke it or it was a panel clip. It's a panel clip. To get that leather piece out, it's actually a clip. So, undo this wire. There's a little plastic clip there that I think I should be able to release. And hopefully it will pop through this way. There we go. Nice. Making progress. Aha! So the ones I had to get after removing that duct panel was here and here. Otherwise I would have shattered this thing. All that just because I want to make this chrome look pretty again. Just probably the part where people stop watching the video, because reassembly is just the reverse. I totally get it, but it does help me with the YouTube stats if you keep watching. Ooh, that looks very nice compared to this filthy piece here. I'm going to clean it. There's probably other spots like that that I should get to. Ooh, especially that. That's where all the coffee went. That wasn't opening? No. Check out the difference here.
Oh my gosh. That one of them has been smudged into gray.
Yeah. Okay. Good thing that stays open 100% of the time. Because, you know, we need our cup holders. So I'm going to focus on the one real clip. This one will be later when I put that other piece on top. Okay, so every screw hole on this side is done. Nice. It's important that these go in first. Yeah, I was able to stuff that down a little bit tighter, but then the buttons look a little too recessed. I'm counting on that foam to do its job. See how bad I broke this by popping it out the wrong way. Yeah. Nice. Okay, happy with it. Oh yeah. So that's it. I'm gonna go put this back in the car.
Well, that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully this was helpful to you. It all went back pretty smoothly. You know, just a little bit of fiddling here and there, but I don't think I broke anything. And in the end, I was pretty happy with how it turned out. You know, it was pretty jagged before and kept hooking on my wife's sleeves and drinks, but after finishing, it all looks pretty sharp and pretty clean. It's a lot of work, but probably worth it.